Welcome to GGT Sports Fantasy Premier League. I'm your host Wash. I'm going to take you through the game week 28. I played the bench boost card and got 108 points, which saw me get a green arrow. Quickly taking you through my team. Wolves had a disappointing start to the week as they lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace, but they were able to beat Watford 4-0 in the next game as they had a double game week. Didn't play the first game against Southampton as he had COVID. He tested positive for COVID, but in the next game against Leeds, he was able to play the full 90 minutes, and hence he kept a clean sheet. In the midfield, I had Rafinha as my captain and Coutinho as his fellow Brazilian who was here. But then Rafinha did not give me the points that I needed. He didn't have a goal or an assist. He was unable to convert a one-on-one chance against Kasper Schmeichel. The bench boost is really paying off, as I had Dubravka and Van Dijk give me 6 points. Lacazette was also able to give me a pair of assists, and then Raul Jimenez was able to score 1 goal against Watford. So that is how I performed in that week, and then I have my plans ahead of Saturday's double game week 29 deadline. Bukayo Saka remains the number 1 target ahead of Arsenal's 2 fixtures in game week 29, but it's tough to decide on who should make way to accommodate him. Rafinha and Coutinho are the 2 most likely candidates, and it comes down to a fixtures versus form dilemma. But I'm not sure what to do as at now. But now Coutinho looked fantastic against Southampton and is only getting fitter and fitter. But all of his returns have come on home turf so far. Arsenal, Spurs and Liverpool are the next 3 sides to visit Villa Park. So it is for that reason that I'm leaning towards keeping Rafinha, with ties against Norwich, Wolves, Southampton and Watford in his next 4. That is what I was thinking as the game week was going on, but I think I've made a decision which you'll be able to see. As of right now, I'm thinking about Harry Kane, I cannot ignore him anymore. Harry Kane looks to be winning that premier battle between himself and Son, but it will require some surgery to bring him in. Downgrading the South Korean to the budget-friendly Dejan Kulusevski is something I'm considering. The Swede has hit the ground running with 2 goals and 3 assists in 4 game weeks since making his first start. That will free up funds to upgrade Raul Jimenez, decaying, but it will come at the expense of an 8-point hit. You'd expect Jimenez to return to the starting lineup to face Watford on Thursday, which he did, and he scored a goal. This was my way of detecting whether he'll remain in the team, but I don't think he will remain in the team because Wolves will be facing Everton and Leeds in game week 29 and 30, the same 2 teams that Tottenham have put 9 goals past in the last 2 game weeks. But my good feeling at the moment in time is that essentially swapping Son to Kane is something that probably does need to happen, even at the expense of a hit or 2. In the 5 matches Kane, Son and Kulusevski have started together, the England captain has amassed the league high of 41 Fantasy Premier League points. No player has had more big chances involvements than his 9 in that period. Son has been involved in 7. Meanwhile, Kulusevski in 5. While I don't expect Kulusevski to continue to outscore Son, I'm not convinced the South Korean is worth a almost 5 million pounds more. So to recap, it's looking like Coutinho, Son and Jimenez to Kulusevski, Kane and Jimenez for a 8-point hit. I'm looking at this team, so I'm making some changes which I think I can show you right now, and this is what I'm thinking of doing. So let me wait for this page to load. As it's loading, I'm thinking of removing Van Dijk, Son and Jimenez. So after I remove these three guys, I'm going to add Kane to my forwards. Then in my midfield, I'm going to add Saka, as is also in my radar. Then for the defense, I'm going to add Doherty. So this will see me get an 8 points. But if I'm also thinking of removing Richardson and adding Broja. The Broja one is not confirmed, but the other three I'm thinking of confirming them before the game week ends. So this is how the team will line up. So Dubravka will be between the sticks. Then I'll have Trent, Doherty and Tierney in the defense. In the midfield, I'll have Salah. Something to know is that I'm going to triple captain Salah. Then I'll have Rafinha, Saka and Coutinho. Then in front I'll have Lacazette, Harry Kane and Broja. In defense I'll have Sa. In the bench I'll have Sa, Saiz, Digne and Ramsey. So that is how I plan to do this game week and to plan my team for the game week 29. I hope you remember that it's Salah for triple captain, but the Broja one is not confirmed. So I'm wishing you a good Fantasy Premier League game week 29. Do have a good Saturday evening and a good weekend. Please share, subscribe to this channel for all the FPL tips.